This is the Beer League Society podcast. It's sports talk, not from the press box, but from the sidelines, from the bar stool. We are locked in and ready to go live. Now, here are your hosts, Cody.
Random question. Does anyone know how to ship a toe?
Andy.
Hey gang, let's go out for ice cream.
And Jason.
You didn't wait, you guys saw that?
Welcome. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Happy Thursday. We are here like we always are every Thursday. Damn near. And it's football.
To the best of our abilities.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes we come in a little sideways with the engine smoking, but we make it here. I feel like so. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. What are we sipping on today, boys? I feel like everyone's got a sword.
Ooh, look at yes, yeah. Cody, that looks like something a little more medicinal than it is. Well, not that the bourbon isn't medicinal in its own way, but
its own way for sure.
Different kind.
If anything, little social lubrication. This time, just trying to make it through the day with a little green tea action.
Yeah. What do you got, Jason?
I've got the Cutwater going on. I still got my 4-pack going, so I gotta work through it.
Nice. I cracked a bottle today.
Nice. What'd you get? Ah, the Russells. Is that my bottle?
10-year?
No, please. It is the Russell's 10-year, yes. But this bottle is far from the one that you got me. That's been long ago. I've had probably about 3 different bottles of Russell's since you got me, but you got me hooked on that because that is a damn good.
It is
bottle of bourbon for the price for sure. So
I feel like that's always the game, right? It's the, what's the best bang for your buck? What is the, because it's what are you looking for? Is it the, the novelties have their place, right? So the Pappy Van Winkles and all that stuff, like, it's a $5,000 bottle. It's not 5,000. It's not 500 times better than the next cheaper bottle, But the novelty of it is, it has its place for sure.
I feel like we've talked about that before. Like, like when you start getting into that, where you're just like paying exorbitant amounts of money just for the bottle that's like coveted. It's like, can you even really like enjoy? There's so many bourbons out there that the subtle difference between like bourbon A and bourbon B is like so hard. Like I can't imagine a drinking scenario where I'm drinking a bourbon that makes it feel like it's worth $5,000 to me.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. Like it just doesn't that. So like I like call me not with it with the bourbons, but like I just don't go after all the expensive like rare stuff. For me, I'd rather just find those like mid quality bottles that you can get like Russell's. It's perfect mid quality, not too expensive, tastes damn good. I can drink it. I could drink it straight or on the rocks, or I can mix it in
not feel bad about it
and not feel bad about it. Exactly. It's kind of perfect.
I'm getting a little bit of blurriness. I'm going to just refresh my page real quick. I'll be right back.
Sure, go for it. All right.
I got to refresh mine too.
Wait, you guys look fine to me, man. Everything looks
No, it's not that. I'm hearing like a wicked, like as folks talk, I'm getting about like 2-second delay in the background as everybody's talking. So
do you have the YouTube video open?
That's a good question.
Have a YouTube stream. If you have the YouTube stream,
is it muted?
Yep, it's not muted. Yep, there you go.
Classic.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell is going on? No, Jason's an idiot. That's why.
That's hilarious.
Man. Yeah.
We're
and we got
technical difficulties.
Oh, man.
We're good, man.
We'll work through it. Hey, we're not,
So what do we got? What's the game looking like, fellas? We got the like, I shouldn't say inaugural. The
team that will not be spoken.
Yeah, it's the memorial game though, because that's the two teams that the first game that was played after first NFL game that was played after 9/11 was Washington and Green Bay.
Oh, I didn't
Was
realize
it?
that.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
stat.
I did not know that either. That's interesting.
That is very interesting, actually. Huh, I did not know that. Well, last time I checked, it was 7-0. And
Still is.
still is, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think right now we're kind of early in the second, but we got our beer league picks too on this game. For those of you guys that saw that, what do we got? It was $1.75. It was a 4-leg parlay. $1.75 passing yards for, was it Love? Yeah, I think it was Love.
It's for Jordan Love
For
and Jaden
both.
Daniels. Yeah, the over on the yards.
The other one, one of them was 125 only.
No, it's 175 for both.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
And
175 for both.
Yep, and then anytime touchdown for both.
I thought they were both passing touchdowns.
No.
Anytime?
No.
I think they are. I think they are passing touchdowns. I think
passing touchdowns. Yeah, they could be any time. It's not. Yeah, it's not like quarter based or half based, but it's got to be
the first touchdown
or
right.
Yeah.
So it's 1+ touchdowns and then 175 yards for both.
So we'll keep an eye on that.
So it's a 4-leg parlay that way, though.
Yeah. And that was at what, -116 for the odds, I think. So we'll keep an eye on it and let you guys know if that hits, if you bet it. If not, we'll still watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if this game gets out of hand, I think you're sure going to be to hit it, because it's going to get real interesting. Commanders' defense is not looking good right about now.
No, they're not. Yeah, and neither is their offense really, for that matter. So,
well, I can't get anything going. It's
14 or 13. 13's it.
Yeah.
Making
I'm
love look like a world
Washington-
beater.
Yeah, I'm hoping Washington can pull something out, make it a game here.
Right.
You didn't tell us what's in the mug.
I did. Green tea.
Oh, you did.
I'm literally
right.
I was riding the struggle bus hard all day long. And then I hit some Claritin before I took my son to a soccer game. I came back. I've been slamming green tea, and it seems to have calmed my throat enough where I can talk without sounding like Patrick Mahomes. So
right. Been drinking green tea all day. We're gonna be out here bringing the demons out of you.
Yeah.
What was every goddamn Sunday.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring the demons out of me?
What was it? What was that? Was that Eastbound and Down or something like? Or what was that? Hot Rod. That movie.
Highly underrated movie, by the way. But
man.
that was
man.
That was definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was. The old man gets. The old man got. Oh wait, no, he didn't get in the end zone. I thought. I for a minute there when I glanced over at the stats, I thought Eckler got in the end zone. I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
No, I got him on fantasy, and he's about to get benched. Or he's about to get dropped pretty soon, I think.
He's about to get dropped, yeah. Considering it's week 1, I had a lot of waiver wire activity on my fantasy leagues this week. A lot of I don't know, this guy's young, or hey, this is a new guy's in a new position, or a new team, something like that. No, I was like, oh no, they forgot he existed.
Yeah. I'm so surprised. 88% of people had Eckler rostered, which I thought was kind of. I mean, he's a name to draft.
Once Brian Robinson went to San Francisco, they're like, well, who's coming up, right?
Yeah.
Because prior to Brian Robinson leaving, they had put Bill at 4th on the depth chart. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on there? So then, the next from there was, it looks like Eckler is going to have a bigger piece of the running pie, right? A bigger role.
And that's what happens with fantasy, right? Everybody just starts to gravitate towards the backs that are going to get the majority of the carries, regardless of whether they're mustard or not, and hope it works out.
Well, and that's been one of the really interesting things that has evolved over time as far as fantasy football strategies go, is because before it was you could wait and wait and wait on running back because, one, it's a high risk position, right? So if you take a running back in the first round, it's one of the highest injury risk of if you lose your first round pick for 6-8 weeks of the season, you're screwed, right? That's why wide receivers tend to be favored in the front. But as of right now, there's really been a huge shift, especially targeting young running backs, because there are so few workhorse running backs anymore because everyone is going running back by committee. I mean, even Gibbs has Monty poaching touchdowns from him. So like,
right.
He just happens to be an incredibly efficient freak of an athlete, but that's not always the case, right? So you have all these running back by committees. I mean, even Walker in Seattle, he's got Charbonnet behind him. And you did have Etienne in Jacksonville paired up with Tank, but they just sent Tank to Bigsby to
that was out of left field to the Eagles too. Yeah, I'm not
very much out of left field.
I think it was either you or somebody else was telling me that Tank was like possibly in line earlier to maybe take over the starting role, and then all of a sudden they shipped him out and like to the Eagles of all places. Like I'm getting the feeling that the Eagles are just starting to like they're at the point right now where they're just stockpiling whatever they can get their hands on. I gotta feel like they feel pretty decent about their roster in general. Because like it doesn't make a ton of sense from just a pure needs perspective why they would go after Bigsby.
They're definitely making comfort moves right now, for sure.
Yeah,
so they definitely think they can do it with what they got.
Yeah.
So nice, Cody. Apparently, Esso loves your hat, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Little Junk Island love.
Yeah. All right, wait, fill me in. What's Junk Island?
That's Matt Esso's company.
Oh, nice, nice.
So, yeah, he started a company.
It's a killer hat.
Go ahead.
Yeah, now, dude, they're sweet. They're Russells too, so they're like really
nice.
So
nice.
It's a good.
Good job, Matt. Good job,
Matt.
It's
been a go-to. Yeah.
Is that wasn't? I think you were playing him this week in fantasy, weren't you? That's not like a.
Oh no, it was not.
Was that punishment?
It
was
not a punishment, but credit where credit is due. Esso and I were the top scoring teams in our league, playing against each other, and I took the lead with Josh Allen and that last drive, and then 3 consecutive kneels made me lose the game by less than a fraction of a point.
Talk about a bad beat. Oh my God.
Brutal.
My wife, same thing. She fell victim to the same exact thing. So like when she was like, I lost. I was like, who's your quarterback? And she's like, Josh Allen. I'm like, how much did you lose by? And she's like, I don't know, like a point or so. I'm like,
she had to been going against Derrick Henry.
You got screwed. Yeah.
It's like if you had Derrick Henry or Josh Allen, unless you played each other, you won your week.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
A few shout outs. We've got some friends in the chat here. We got Esso, John, Matt Martin. I saw in there somewhere, I thought, but
yeah, Martin's there.
We got the big man Loris going on.
Yeah, Loris in there.
That's my pops,
the Godfather.
Oh, nice. Oh,
John, I like
Papa Freeds. Oh, nice.
Papa Freeds.
Papa Freeds. Love it.
and then Jason's over here catching strays from John.
Yeah,
right. I know.
Vibe with the Mizzou hat.
Come on, man. I was a small school guy, so my kid's a freshman, so I got to represent a little bit. And I sure as hell ain't wearing my Bears hat right now because I'm freaking embarrassed.
Brutal, man. Brutal.
I'm embarrassed, man. Oh.
You know what's hilarious?
I don't want to jump into Homer talk just yet, but
no, it's an interesting transition though, because I think it's hilarious that all off season I've been like defending my Jaden Daniels over Caleb pick, and you guys are dogging me, and then I watch the game. I'm like, yeah, they lost, but like I think there's some pretty good things, and you guys are like completely off the wagon. Wait a minute, why am I becoming the Caleb apologist now?
It's
right.
I didn't see anything that I thought was like, oh no, we got to get rid of this guy.
It's
you guys are like so down on him.
No, I'm like, so yeah. I mean, I've been in it thick on Reddit this week, just like
he's dancing.
Brutal.
I shouldn't have
you
done
went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. The Reddit hole is what. But
a dark place, man. It's a dark place.
It's pretty brutal. Yeah, like I've always been pretty even keeled when it comes to Caleb. In fact, we were talking about, I think the origin story of this podcast was like the first. I would.
No,
well, the origin story.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
The origin story of this podcast, at least for when Jason and I started talking about it before, then we kind of asked Cody if he wanted to do it. We were driving in to like a work function one day, and we got into a, general NFL debate, and I kind of posed the question of like, what would a package look like if the package was what we got for with DJ and all the picks for the 108 and the Bryce year, what would it look like for the second year in a row? And we got into that debate because I was ready to say I think there's a way. I mean, the our friend of the show, Justin Fields,
Right.
Yeah, who will make an entrance later in the episode.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Studs and duds.
Right.
Oh,
who had a
interesting.
who had a day? Who had a day?
I was ready. I was ready to figure out if there was a way that we could possibly win. I knew that in my heart of hearts, I felt like Caleb Williams was a better quarterback for the Bears, but I wanted if somebody handed you an absolute wagon of a package for that first round pick, I was starting to think of like first overall pick. I was trying to think of ways that we could win with Justin, and that was like kind of the origin. So I've always been, I would say,
in hindsight, you didn't even need to make that deal with yourself. You didn't even need to make that. You could have traded down to 3 and still got a stellar quarterback at 3 and got a boatload of picks in the process.
Yeah,
it just
probably could have.
It's the Bears' thing. The city would have burnt if we would not taken that pick. The city would have burnt. We would have had Chicago Fire number 2. We given up that pick. The city would have revolted. Yeah,
but
it was definitely a morale pick.
Which is not to say. So now I'm kind of full circle. Like this year, I was pretty high on him after some of the stuff I saw at the end of last year. What I didn't like was I've had my time to calm down after the emotions of that Monday night loss. There's a lot of people on the national narrative that are flaming him, but there's a lot of people on the national narrative that are like, he actually put up some decent numbers. Kurt Warner, I don't know what Kurt Warner's talking about. He's like off in the deep end. He's trying to find.
He's being like, a contrarian.
Good, exactly. He's being a contrarian is exactly what he's doing.
He's
I don't think he legitimately
Chris Collinsworth to our Bengals because he always just shits on us.
Well, you know what? In his defense, he was bagging groceries before anybody knew his name. So like, he's probably got a little bit of empathy and a little bit more patience for folks that are trying to find their way. So,
but I don't necessarily have a problem with this. The stat line was fine to me. It's just that there seems to be a lot of the same. Yeah, there just seems to be a lot of the same stuff that we were concerned with him from a lot of the beginning half of the year last year. That's still there to me, and that's not. I'm not suggesting we bench him for Tyson Bagent like half the fucking city is already asking for. I'm saying that we need to at least consider the possibility that there are some systemic issues with him, and we can't just go all in. Like the flip side of it is like you've got the other half of people on Reddit that will just twist anything he does into the most positive, like just wait and see, this guy's the next coming of Jesus Christ. Like they just twist it so far into the positive that I'm like, no, we have to be a little bit more pragmatic here, I think, and consider that there's at least a possibility that some of his problems are systemic that not even Ben Johnson can figure out. But we're not there yet. We just need to
the second coming just almost rushed for a first down. Are we asking about Jaden Daniels stats or no?
But I'm bum.
And we know that I've been huge anti Jaden Williams. But I want to say this though.
Jaden Williams.
That was a Freudian slip. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Jaden, I will say this about Jaden Daniels, looking at him right now on screen. He looks like he bulked up.
Did he? I'm sure they told him he had to because I could have put my hand around his arm.
Around his bicep last
I mean,
year.
no joke. He looks like a legit.
You're looking thick
beast now. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple. So for everybody outside of the Chicagoland area, the reason why things are getting so crazy is because if anybody was aware, and I'm sure if you've been watching,
change the
herd. Yeah, seriously. All right, we're gonna get off of this really quickly. But there was a giant article like a three phaser out there that went along with this game that just crapped on Williams and everything else. So like that's why everybody's up in arms about things. If you don't know, it's by Tyler Dunn. It's pretty damning.
It was a pretty damning thing, yeah.
Pretty damning about the organization and about Caleb Williams specifically. I don't know if anybody is true. It seems like a lot of sour grapes, but I think the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. And and you add that to the where we don't see any improvement on Monday night at all. Like literally, legitimately no improvement. Maybe even some regression in spots. And I think you have
call that week one dust. A little dust in the gears. But.
Yeah, and you can, we'll be talking about some other teams in our good, bad, and ugly segment that we're just in the same boat. So
everybody wants us to get off the Bears, but we're coming for your team next. Don't worry.
Trust me. We've got some segments coming up for sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
But,
exactly.
Well, let's segue then. Let's segue into some good, bad, and ugly then, huh?
Yeah, let's hit them. All right, who wants to go first? We got a good bad. This is our new segment. The bad, good,
and the ugly. Fake intro right now, but I'll work something up for this.
He's already got the gears going for the intro.
Yeah. Andy will get something going in a few here. But all right. So was that like a gong? Did we get a gong?
No, that was me flinging my teacup against my coffee or against my
I thought we got a gong. That would have been good.
That's kind of cool.
Wait a minute.
That's kind of cool.
Actually use the gong. The gong might make a play into the intro.
You can't hear that either.
Ugly.
No, I can't hear it.
No, I've got 5 soundboard switches to play, and it plays it out of my computer. But I forgot I've got my headphones in, so it's not. You can't hear it.
Nice.
It's just going in my ears.
Nice. All right, so my good. I'm going to go for, this was pretty obvious, but the good is going to be Henry. King Henry looked out of his mind.
Good.
He looked like the same King Henry we've seen for the last 5 years, and he just looked. I mean, if you were playing Henry in fantasy, you got what? What was it, Cody? You probably got those stats. You probably 30+ points.
He was pushing almost. Yeah, he was up there. He was way up there.
Unbelievable game.
I didn't have them up.
Dude, like he had such a good game that my heart actually kind of broke for him when he fumbled, because other than that, like it was like one of the more perfect games that I feel like he's played.
It was horrible. I felt horrible. Yeah, you're absolutely right. My stomach dropped when I saw him drop, and it was such a critical time in the game. And that was the defining moment in that game, boy.
It was kind of and it was kind of like it was starting to become like almost like monumental performance, not just like a good game. It was like
he had 175 all-purpose yards in like the first 3 quarters or something like that.
It's unbelievable. And so that fumble could be my bad. That could be my bad, but I have to take a swing at our friends next door, the Bengals, and their offensive line. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I think when we were watching that game, I think, Andy, you sent, or maybe it was Cody, you sent the Doc Ock pick from...
Yeah, it was a Doc Ock.
Doc Ock meme from Spider-Man where he separates all the people and walks through.
It was like a train car. Yeah, it was a train car full of people. They're like, if you want to get to Spider-Man, you have to go through us. And then Doc Ock goes, okay, and just splits them all right down there.
Doc Ock is Miles Garrett, and Miles Garrett just had a day.
Destroyed him.
Just absolutely just had his way. Poor Joe Burrow was running for his life. So that's my bad. And my ugly would be, what the heck happened in Miami, man?
Dude,
Holy.
That's going to be everybody's.
That was mine as well. But
I kept mine. I purposely kept it off of the Bears because I didn't want to homer on it. So I had to go with Miami, but I could have easily have gone with the Broncos as well. That offense is looking not good. And it's looking troubling. But the Dolphins, apparently on their off day this week, they've already called a team meeting. Already.
Week 1 team meeting.
Week 1 team
mid-season form.
Tell me the wheels haven't fallen off when the wheels have fallen off, right?
Right.
So that would be my ugly. So what do you guys got?
That's crazy.
All right. So I got for my good, I'm gonna go Daniel Jones and the Colts.
Indiana Jones.
Jones put up some freaking numbers, dude. 22 of 29, 272, a touchdown plus 2 rushing touchdowns. They scored on every drive that Daniel Jones led that entire game.
Man,
like,
and we were just we were dogging him in the weeks prior, right? With memes about him, overshooting receivers, and here we are. Williams is doing the same, doing exactly what we were memeing.
I did not expect that out of him, so I got to give it to him. The bad, I'll take the softball on this one, but it's the Ravens blowing the lead late. I mean, like, just
that was brutal.
40-25.
Man, that hurt. Yeah. That hurt.
And I saw some. We were talking about this yesterday, but I saw some guy bet. I don't know if this can't be real. Some dude supposedly bet $200,000 on the Ravens to win, and he was at the game in a Ravens jersey, and like they just got him on film afterwards, and like had between his hands, like they were pouring beers and water all over this guy, and he didn't even give a shit because it's like, what are you going to do to me? Like, I just lost $200,000 on probably one of the worst beats ever known to man. Like, and the thing is like, and I might cover this a little bit in the memes if we get to it, but it's starting to become a trend of hardballs. And I think, I shouldn't even say starting. Could be that.
Well, he did win a national championship, so you got to give. Give Jim that one.
True. Yeah. No, I don't think Jim necessarily has that stigma, but
he did. He did until that national championship game, though, because he would make play. He had the same situation, right? He couldn't get to the big dance.
Choke like his brother. Yeah, not getting to the big dance. Yeah, it's just like blowing late leads, I guess, is the thing that I saw. I saw like somebody like this was like the worst way to display it, but they put up all the score bugs from like all the games that the Ravens have blown late in the fourth quarter, and like it's a total like eye chart. You can't make heads or tails of it because it's like just a bunch of score bugs, but it was a pretty damn big list of fourth quarter blowouts, so or blown leads. So
man, they got to get over the hump for Lamar's sake, for King Henry's sake, for that team's sake. Boy, they got to get over that hump. But that also could be your good too, because Josh Allen, man, and that offense.
I was debating. Yeah, I think Josh Allen definitely put together one of like that's career defining comeback for me, because like I feel like he kind of single-handedly willed that game back into his like there
back to a win.
I don't even know what it was. You could just look at him, the way he was conducting himself throughout that fourth quarter, and you thought he thinks that there's a way that they can still win this. I can see it. I can see it in his eyes that he's not given up yet. And it just played out that way. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I was debating. I was like, should I go? But I think Daniel Jones is a little bit more of the unexpected, so that's kind of why I went with him for the good.
No, I like it. That was a good call.
My ugly, I was easily gonna go Miami Dolphins. Like, you just can't overlook that performance. And then like Tyreek got banged up, Waddle got banged up, just like.
Well, you add that into the whole preseason of them going. Where did they go? Did they went to the Lions? They went to the Bears.
They went to the Bears.
You got them complaining about
being too physical.
Right, too physical. Like, come on, like that. And McDaniels has lost that team, and the season hasn't barely even started yet.
Mm-hmm.
So those are good ones.
We got some Baker Mayfield love here. For
love/hate in the chat.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's some bad for Baker Mayfield. There's a win for Baker Mayfield. I don't know what that means. This is a good one. My new dude. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know Meek Mill, but
whoa, someone's got Lyle's saying that Daniel Jones greater than Caleb Williams. That's a hot take. We'll put that one in the parking lot and come back to that one.
Who'd have thought Daniel Jones goes to Indianapolis, looks like prime Peyton Manning. Russell Wilson goes to New York and looks like prime Daniel Jones. Oh, it's it's an unfair game,
It certainly is. All right, Cody, what was yours?
Yeah, so good. I mean, I got to watch it all damn day, but dude, Miles Garrett is a freaking game wrecker. Absolutely, dominant. Bent the Bengals offensive line to his will all day long. hit, Joe Burrow back-to-back sacks, like back-to-back plays got sacks, and it was like just in the backfield in his face the whole game. He
killed me.
I mean, he
like
was incredible.
I had Burrow in fantasy, and he put up a complete
Dud.
egg.
Yeah,
it was a complete dud. And you know what? And shame on me, because I should know better than to put Burrow in on week 1, because he does put up duds early, even though I'm pretty sure he went on up and said that the most important thing for the Bengals this season was to get out of the gate early and win. Which I mean,
you could say it.
Hey,
the history has not proven.
Help.
At this point, we are like 0 and we are like 1 win and 11 losses in the first 3 weeks of the last like 3 years or something like that. 4 years, like a win is a win is a win in this scenario. It was ugly. Right. Shockingly, it came from the defense. Our defense looked a hell of a lot better than I expected. Mind you, not every week's going to be against the Browns, but like I said, a win is a win is a win. So, you got Lamar Jackson having the highest scoring running back on his team, the highest scoring wide receiver on his team. He's absolutely balling out, and they get the loss. So, at the end of the season, you take what you can get.
100%.
Yeah. As far as
who's your bad?
Yeah, so for bad, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back here, because I called the hell out of this a few weeks ago. The Detroit Lions' offensive weapons did not perform. Mm-hmm. Tip of the cap, firm handshakes, pat on the back. Right. I called it. No,
there's a short out there.
Yeah,
that I made sure to tag the Detroit Lions in the hashtag so that all the people that are Lions fans saw that one. That's my bad. I didn't do that intentionally, but it is like, of all of our shorts, it was one of the slightly underperforming ones probably from a likes perspective, because I happen to hashtag the Detroit Lions when Cody goes and just shits all over there.
I did notice it did have a lot of views though, so it worked.
It did have a lot of views. Yeah,
there's
right.
No
Engagement's engagement, right?
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
That's right. That's right.
So I mean, and again, I'm it's
that offensive line is sus.
Yeah,
as the kids would say, it is not good.
I didn't expect them to perform great. I did not expect that week 1.
Just say sus. Okay.
Sus. Yeah.
All right, it's sus. It's sus. You've got center playing out of position. You've got a rookie right tackle. You've got some problems, as we did. But yeah, they're going to have some issues with an immobile quarterback.
Yeah,
dude, what are we gonna do? The Packers are gonna be 2-0.
It's halftime. As far as we know, Washington could be back half bullies over here.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
but I'm not hopeful.
That was more, So yeah.
So that was my bad.
Back to the
and my ugly was going to be Miami, but I'm gonna call out the Eagles offense. That is not Jalen Hurts. I know. I'm pretty sure that Drake May had as many receptions as AJ Brown did. I think he had 1 reception for 10 yards or something like that.
He was against. He had no he came up and said, I got no snaps in man coverage the entire game.
Yeah,
he was zone the whole game. He's like, I'm not. I wasn't a decoy. I wasn't, it was just, but like, you got to be able to figure out a way to get some catches. Like that doesn't seem like an excuse to me, So, that was pretty brutal.
I got another ugly. Wait, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You would think he had one catch for 10 yards or something like that. You think, oh, Devonta Smith must have feasted. No,
right.
He had a horrible week too. So. It was. It was all in the back of Jane Daniels, right?
Yep.
Right. I mean, they let him scramble. They gave him 10 yards. He took it, and he did that all night long. So,
yeah.
What's your other ugly, Jason?
My other ugly is the Pittsburgh the running defense. Holy crud! Did the Jets have a day? Just parting the seas against that defense. They got to get something figured out. Now their pass defense wasn't horrible, but that run defense was a sieve. Boy, that the dams broke loose and they could not stop a soul.
I wasn't hurting having Breece Hall.
Right.
Well, that was good for me.
Honestly, he's someone that really performed. I mean, considering how negative the talk track was around Breece Hall this offseason, I mean, he shined. I mean, same thing with Travis Etienne. Like, Travis Etienne, they were like, this dude's going to lose his job. Like, Tank Bigsby's right behind him. He crushed it week 1. Tank Bigsby was gone like 24 hours later. They're like, apparently they saw enough.
They sold him. Like, we're sold. All right. Gone. Yeah. The other guy, you're gone. Yeah.
And you got another good. You got another good on that one too, because as much as I would hate to admit it, Rodgers looked like he was 28. Oh no, well that too, but Rodgers looked like he was playing like he was 28. I don't know what was going on there.
He was playing like the Jets expected him to play there and just never did.
Right. Yeah.
I saw that. I saw all the memes where it was like the two cars passing and the two kids look at each other. It's like Fields goes to the Jets and then Rodgers goes to. It took me a lot longer. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. It was a long kick and the dude's name is Gay. I thought that was pretty funny too. But
interesting. Nice. Interesting. Well,
no, is there another doink? Am I behind? Is that Green Bay?
No, it was. It was Green Bay.
Green Bay had a doink.
Doink. Yeah.
Washington just missed the field goal just seconds earlier. Oh yeah! Look
wow.
At
that.
Two double. Yeah, double doink.
I don't think it was a double doink.
It wasn't a doink. The last one. The one that Washington had was a pretty deep kick. I didn't see, like, I wasn't paying attention to see how deep it was, but like it looked like one that could have easily been missed. And then, both teams had a field goal chance at the end with like the last 16 seconds left, and both of them missed.
Missed it. Nice.
Wow. Well, that's okay. So that's another interesting take that we should discuss at some point too. But the I think you're going to see the longest kick right this year. You will see the longest kick in the NFL that's ever been.
By little.
That. Strategically, I think you're going to see multiple. I think you're going to see that record broken multiple times this year. I think that's gonna happen.
They're all going to be in Jacksonville for
right.
Little.
Yeah. I don't know. There's been some boots already. It just feels like there's a lot of pressure on like kickers to kick lengthy field goals right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, after that, what was it?
70-yarder, yeah. Well,
and was it preseason?
That was little, yeah.
That was little, yeah. I mean, now the ceiling's been set. Well, we know that Santos never going to hit that, but there could be other folks in the league, they're going to do it. But
I don't want to get into the homer kicker talk right now. Let's go back.
One more good. Week 1, best week 1 I've seen in probably my lifetime. Phenomenal games.
Yeah, there are some.
It was like a
prime time game.
Just week 1 in general.
Week 1.
Just week 1 in general. The best games I've seen in a long time.
Yep.
From top to bottom.
They all the primetime games had drama. Like the Thursday game, we had an hour and a half long, like lightning delay. That game didn't end until like after midnight or something like that. But that was kind of crazy. It was nice because like we were coming off the show, so I got a chance to like sit back and watch the whole second half after the show. So that was kind of nice in a way. Another bad. Kansas City did not perform as expected. Right. They did not look good.
Well, wait, did I call it? Wait, I'm not going to eat my words on this one. I'm telling you, I called it right. That they're barely going to be a wild card. Yeah, they were going to. That was my hot take. They were going to barely be a wild card team this year, and I'm sticking to it.
Off to a good
start. They may not even be a wild card team this year. I don't know.
You got Trav, who's just like systematically taking his own people out so he can get more. I don't know what that's all about.
Incentives, yeah. Well, that's the hard part.
I got to be better. Like, what do you?
Man, they're down. Yeah. They're wide receiver 1. They're wide receiver 2. Their best receiving option is 36. How old is he? Travis Kelce's old in football years.
Right.
Old,
But I mean,
where are these back on the field though?
So I heard he's questionable. Is he officially a go?
But he's played. He's dislocated his shoulder. But he's right. But he's practicing, which is just
bonkers
to me already.
Literally dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He's padded up. He's got a huge brace on the shoulder, but he was a limited participant, so he could still.
All it takes is one hit.
I mean,
he's back out again.
They made Juju Smith-Schuster and Hollywood Brown look like it was, 2021.
Right. And that's what that I forget the guy's name, but there's that one doctor that's floating around that's now become like the viral NFL doctor that just he just traverses the injury reports and puts his doctor spin on it. But I'll have to find it, and next week I'll put some of them up because he's got some good takes. But he said that that Worthy has like a 50% re-injury chance. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Once you do it once, you're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. And so he's like, and he says that would be season ending for him if he does that.
If he did it again.
If he did it again. So like, it's just like that's like, what are you doing, man? Like,
sell
I get
your
it.
Shares.
Back in my day,
sell your shares.
You're right.
You heard
back in my day, they'd pop that back in and send you out back out of the field.
Yeah, right. But yeah, you heard it here. Just get that guy off your roster.
Get him off your roster.
Yeah, he's gonna pop that thing again.
Once Rashee Rice comes back in, now 5 weeks, his value cuts in half. So because Rashee Rice is not only the clear number one in that wide receiver room, he's also going to be fresh legs coming in. 6 weeks into the season, coming in week 7. Even though I think they have a bye like week 7 or 8, so whatever it is. But
speaking, did the window close on Breece Hall? I mean, I feel like that was like half hour ago at this point right now. I wanted to talk Breece Hall, but like I feel like that.
No, I mean,
go for it.
Have at it.
No,
I was just gonna say that we were talking about him needing to have a year this year, like to kind of, because like the first year was great, the second year not so great, and we talked about it in a few episodes ago. Like this was gonna be a big year for him, so I took him, and so far so good. But we'll see how he does against all the other.
I mean, it was the Jets defense, but yeah.
I mean, like
I didn't know
I don't know enough about the Jets to know what
they're not. Yeah,
right. I mean, the Jets are usually a defensive minded team. I'm not up on the scouting report with the Jets, but I didn't think that would be.
I didn't know how much Justin Fields would cut into his running.
Jets, by the way,
what did I say?
The Jets.
Oh no, sorry. Yes, sorry.
Steelers. But the same argument applies to the Steelers.
Yes.
I was saying it and thinking it differently.
Yes, so was I. Clearly.
Right.
Nice.
Anyway.
But yeah, the hard part with Breece is, week 1, the most impressive part of that entire thing is the Steelers are a good defense. So like,
right.
It doesn't feel like a nothing burger. It doesn't feel like it, like they looked really good against a really good defense.
Well, that's why I added them to the bad, because that was impressive.
Yeah. And that was the thing, is like, the good news is, from a talent perspective, you really have Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and Justin Fields. And like it's very top heavy with those 3 guys in that offense. They've got some young, tight ends and everything like that definitely have some upside. But I just, you as Bears fans, it more than anybody. If Justin Fields has a chance to run, he's going to.
Right.
Like his first or second read is not available. He's not checking the third. He's gone.
Although you're talking about a guy that made progress. I watched that game, and that kid made a little bit of progress. He actually, I was watching him check down his reads. I was watching him dump off the ball, and actually they lost that game because he decided not to run and was trying to look downfield to dump off that ball. And he should have ran. They would have got that first down.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. That was my concerns coming into the season. It's like, you just don't know what to expect, because that's what I was saying before. It was difficult to judge, like, where do you draft Breece Hall, because he's got Justin Fields that's there, and historically he's a run guy. So
at this point, though, you do know, like, what to expect with Justin Fields. That when it comes down to those fourth quarter situations, he can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Right.
I was saying, coming into the season, those were my concerns that were impacting how high you draft Breece Hall.
Yeah, right. No, you're right. From a Breece Hall draft perspective, but like to Jason's point about, like, judging Justin Fields, like, he's still got that thing hanging over his shoulder that come crunch time. He needs a quintessential win or two come in these games where he can kind of break from that narrative. But
and
the dude's got a cannon. Now, if he can figure out a way to go through those
on that guy, and I would be ecstatic.
Right?
Yeah,
dude. 100%. I mean, as far as downfield passing goes, I would rather have him right now than Caleb Williams.
Better feet. He had better feet. He was much more settled in the pocket, and his eyes were downfield, which was huge. I think those were two major improvements for him. He still at times was holding onto the ball a little bit too long, but his eyes kept downfield. He was moving through his progressions, and his feet were settled. Unlike Williams, who could never set, even in his first drive where we marched down the field and scored, his feet were never settled. That entire game, he had happy feet. He could not plant and throw. He was moving through his progressions, but then he was unsure and not confident in getting rid of the ball. So I think, JF7 is definitely taking a step. Let's see if he can continue.
I'm gonna real quick. I don't
know if he's him, but
we're rooting for him.
We're rooting for him.
Real quick, I'm gonna interject because I just saw the stats pop up. If you're tracking on our 4-leg parlay right now, we got the Love's done for. He took care of his end. 214 and touchdown. He's done. 49 yards from Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
What quarter are we in?
Well, the good news is
I'm having trouble streaming the game.
And they're playing from behind, so they're going to be airing it out the second half.
Well, that's what I said, right? That's why they start getting blown out. You're going to see Daniels take off.
He's going to start slinging it.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but that's just a quick check.
Interesting.
All right.
I think he'll still make it. All right, we got studs and duds.
Plenty. Yeah, we got some studs and duds.
We got a lot of stuff going on.
Some memes. We got a lot to cover.
All right. Get to. Let's do rapid fire studs and duds.
Yeah, rapid fire studs and duds. I've got a bunch, and then I've got some honorable mentions.
Yeah, studs. Cody's going to take this one.
Yeah, right off the top, Daniel Jones, absolutely beautiful. I could not have asked for a home opening for Colts fans. You've got to be ecstatic about that.
Who are they playing next week? I haven't looked yet.
Depends though. If you're in the tank for Arch camp, you're probably not ecstatic about.
I don't think anyone's in the tank for Arch after
at
that
this point.
Week 1 Ohio
I was
State
just about to say.
I think that's delayed at least a year.
Even though you're thinking your strategy if you were tank for Arch. Yeah.
So wait, I haven't looked and I don't dare look because my stream is going well right now. But who are the Colts playing next week?
The Colts are playing. Let me check. But actually, Andy, you check. So I'll go through my
Keep going there.
Broncos.
Broncos.
Ooh,
that's right. All right. So if he's one of your studs, do you start him? I mean, he's probably sitting on some waiver wire somewhere. So do you pull him off the wire and start him?
He's a pick and wait. It's better to get him now off the waivers if he's still there, and then wait. I'm not throwing him in my lineup week 2.
Even against the Broncos?
Yes, even against the Broncos.
Okay.
Because the Broncos, I mean, they have some stud corners. They have some good defensive players on that team. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But but week 1, Daniel Jones crushed it. Justin Fields crushed it. Josh Allen, difference maker. We already talked about a lot of these guys already because it was some of the big things. But
he's already put himself in the MVP discussion after week 1.
Yeah, I mean he obviously MVP last year.
Yeah, he's defending that title already.
He looked like the guy that you want leading your franchise. He made it happen. Yeah. Showed grit. Did not back down. Didn't look flustered. Looked amazing. Incredible performance. Derrick Henry is. I've said it before. I've said it again. We are not cut from the same cloth. He is not a human being. The things that guy is doing at that size, that fast, that hard, at that age in the NFL is unheard of.
Mind-bending.
Since high school.
Dude, the amount of just career-changing, I've got to go home and look my son in the eyes, stiff arms that he laid out. He handed out newspapers and a paper route. That game was unreal.
That's awesome. Yeah. All the people he stiff arm had to go home and explain themselves to their children.
Right. And look their family in the eyes and say, what do you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. As I'm watching that game, I'm looking over at my wife and going, if that was me, right? Or if that next day in film, that laser pointer is going to be going, man. That laser point, and they're going to be rewinding that stuff over and over again and circling it for the whole team's going to be freaking cracking up.
If I'm a safety and Derrick Henry is running at me full speed, I'm making a business decision. I'm going fetal position immediately. I'll take that punter type. I hope I trip him on the way back, pass kind of thing.
Right.
I'm rolling. I'm out.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
Maybe your fetal position.
There's nothing personal.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. I'm just gonna lay down right now.
Yeah. No. Go ahead, sir. You're good. Let me get out of your way.
Please, by all means.
Yeah.
Give us some duds.
Yeah,
you got another stud?
I got a couple more here.
You got
CMC, given all the injury concerns, even the week of, we didn't know if he was going to go. We didn't know if we were going to get another surprise injury, IR week one. We had no idea what he came out, balled out.
Cooked.
Right.
Balled out. So
yeah.
And one a bit of a homer just from an Ohio State perspective. Emeka Egbuka, I mean, he is as advertised, and if I am a Tampa Bay fan, I am ecstatic because you went from the most consistent 1-2 combo of Mike Evans and Godwin to now Egbuka, and I mean that's not even fair.
Right. Certainly, one of the two of those guys is about to drop as a result. But
Mike Evans is probably
said,
out first, and then Mike. Godwin's. I mean, he's still got at least another 3 or 4 years. I don't know if the third or fourth year are going to be fantasy productivity type, but they've got a few more years of Chris Godwin left. But Egbuka, you've got to be excited about your future if you're a Tampa Bay fan because he looked great. And little fun fact, Mike Evans was talking about after the game. It's like Egbuka flat out called the game-winning touchdown that he caught. He goes, "Trust me, if we go out there, I'm running this route. I'm gonna ball out on this dude. I'm gonna make him look stupid. Throw me the ball." And that's exactly what happened. And he scored the game-winning touchdown that way. Nice. So that was pretty badass to hear this week. But duds, I'm just gonna flat out go Burrow Chase right off the bat like that. Number one Chase pick in most of your fantasy football drafts. Was just
big letdown.
I mean, and he's flat out said that Ward is the hardest person to play against in the NFL, and he said that during the offseason. Three worst cornerbacks that you do not want to go against. Ward was on his list, and he put it up. Unreal. But some more duds. AJ Brown, Smith again, non-existent. Nowhere to be found. I'm furious if I took Brown with my second.
Can't catch a pass against the zone. So if I am let that be a lesson to any defense.
He'll never see man again.
Man,
we're gonna go man, and we're gonna just key on Hurts, and then we'll see what happens. But and then a few more letdowns. Obviously, Amon-Ra St. Brown underperformed. We already talked about that. But Tua did not look good. That whole Miami offense looked terrible. But it was. Tua was.
I'm not even going to make. Yeah, I'm not even going to take the easy route and make a concussion joke.
He just looked. He looked lost. He looked so bad.
Yeah. I was starting to feel bad for him. Sometimes
he's a genuinely good dude, and so
when you have Colts fans being like, "Man, this is hard to watch. I hate this for Tua." I'm like, he's bad. It's bad. But thankfully they have Devon Achane, who had a serviceable week. But anyone that was catching passes did not have a good week. So we're going to say the entire Miami passing offense was just atrocious. But that was my speed round. All
right, awesome. Good job. All right, do we want to jump in the memes?
We'll do some memes.
Yep,
sure. Why not?
I don't even think I looked at the folder this week. So,
I haven't.
Yeah.
We're going back now.
I saw that.
We're going back.
Is that real?
This is all the way back to Thursday.
That's not real.
I was like, the only place I saw it was NFL memes, and I'm like, hilarious.
But it's so funny.
Surely,
it's very funny.
Right?
We are one impact player away on defense from winning that game. Yep. Because what makes it funny is
something he would totally say it too.
Exactly.
Savage.
There's a non-zero chance that he actually would say something like that. So I think that's what makes it funny. All right, what do we got next? Oh, this one I thought was funny. See if you could spot, first of all, pretty cool. Second of all, see if you could spot the funny ones. I'll give you 5 seconds, but San Fran is probably my favorite.
Oh,
I can't even see what that is. It's so far away.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one alone.
We got the Patriots with the 2-ply toilet paper.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
The Chargers with an empty battery.
Empty battery. KC with the pride flag.
Yeah.
I think some of these might have been doctored, but I think they're pretty good.
Trash can. What the?
I don't understand I don't understand the bolts with the. What is that? It's just
they're the Chargers. They're
the
electricity
Chargers.
bolts.
They're out of battery.
Oh, it looked like a glass full of like a drink.
Yeah. No, they're out of battery.
Got it.
There was a debate too. Like this has kind of been floating around in a bunch of different formats. There was a debate between the Buccaneers and the Raiders for who gets their respective emojis. Yeah.
Yeah. The Colts one's pretty spot on.
Everything else.
Jaguars pretty good. On. The Cowboys is pretty decent.
I've used the Bears one plenty of times, and of course, I'm sure you've used the Bengal one plenty of times.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Dolphins
Broncos one is
solid
trash.
too. Shit.
Yeah, the Dolphins is like basically exactly like their logo.
Right.
But yeah.
The Broncos being trash. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Broncos are the trash can. Yeah. That's good. That was the other funny one. All right, what do we got next here? Let's see.
Funny.
Vulgar display of power.
Nice. That's a Gen X. That's a Gen X reference right there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I felt like throwing that one out there because I feel like even though I'm not Gen X per se, I'm technically elder millennial. I can still relate to this one.
Yeah.
Good track, good disc.
Yeah, you could have slapped that one on the Carter picture too. Him just Hawk Tua all over,
right?
All over Dak.
I saw way too many memes of the Hawk Tua girl with the
really?
Carter thing. So I just
I
bowed out on that one.
Yeah,
maybe it was
too easy.
It was too easy. Yeah,
it's too easy.
This was a good one. Miami Dolphins.
Mathematically eliminated.
Oh, poor Tua.
Oh goodness.
So this one, okay, yeah. So we talked about John's his kind of failures, but I thought the thing at the top was what caught me. Fun fact: his first Super Bowl is older than What Does the Fox?
What does the fox?
Nice.
Which is older than you realize too. In fact, I think there's like a Mandela effect about the whole What Does the Fox say and what year it was released.
It's my kids' school's chant or whatever. That's their mascot.
That's their mascot.
Oh, the Foxes?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what do we got.
All right, what do we else got?
Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell got Ben
Johnson. We'll see. We'll see this week. Someone's going to go 0-2.
So added that one. I added this one obviously before the Bears game.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah. Ben Johnson might be wearing that.
Fans are not highly intelligent.
Intelligent, yeah. Alex Anzalone. Yeah, responding to the criticism of the Lions coordinators. He said that. He said they're not highly intelligent, and he caught a lot of heat for that one.
What for?
Yeah, you don't do that.
Why ever would?
I mean, they were just like because they were booing them. They were booing him and the coordinator at the end, like the offensive coordinator at the end, like end of like some drives and stuff. And so then they asked him about it, and he said the fans are not highly intelligent.
Ooh, that's a spicy
you're
take.
You're not going to get any fans doing that. No pun intended.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I don't know if it's in here or not. Did you guys see Tyreek Hill doing Tyreek Hill things?
No.
Did you guys see his comments after the game?
No.
He
I got some Tyreek Hill stuff in here, but it's not his comments.
Well, he was criticizing. Like, what do you think we should have done? It's like, well, why do we have Achane in the game on third down? Like, he's not like a run it down the throat guy. Like, what? Get him off the field. And Achane's like, that's really how you feel? You thought that I was the issue of that game? Right? Like, really? That's really, that was your take from that game? Is that I was the ball too much?
That's already proven that he's lost that locker room already. If that's the type of behavior on week one,
he was already trying to recover from his comments last year.
Right. Right.
He
comes out swinging.
Backwards.
Yeah.
This
They had a team meeting and he was not invited.
I love this one. It's perfect. What does
right
it mean to be a
line.
Charger?
Right.
just
Let me show you.
We got Jason.
I got visuals, man. I got visuals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, look
God.
at his eyes. That's a guy who's not. He is more than once
As you've
hooked a
said,
car battery up to his nipples.
There is a more than zero chance.
There's a non-zero chance
There's a non-zero chance of that happening.
that he's done that
It's unlikely.
more than
It's
once.
not zero.
So stupid. So stupid. Oh gosh. All right.
That's great.
So here's the 201 for you. Yeah. So Mike McDaniel. The good news is I don't see how it could get any worse. Tyreek Hill accused of domestic violence by his estranged wife.
2 hours later.
2 hours.
2
Right.
hours after making that comment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wow. It's brutal. What else?
Oh.
Tyreek Hill doing Tyreek
here's
things.
I don't know why
Yeah,
this
it's my
just got
neck of the
me.
woods.
This just got me.
Right.
Like
the bananas.
I guess I cut it off, but like the comment was that like for Caleb seemingly throwing the ball 10 yards high and wide of every receiver, we need a sign.
You need this guy.
We need something so ridiculous about it. Imagine him trying to run her out.
Gosh.
His
Oh.
legs taken out. Still
That's
running.
great. I'm never looking at your memes again before we go live.
Exactly. Oh man.
These live reactions are friggin' great.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the last one. This is not less of a meme and more just kind of like a conversation starter. But the last time each team has had a 100-catch season.
Wow.
Anything stand out? Well, aside from the
Robinson.
bottom one there.
That's shocking that Marshall wasn't on that list. That's surprising.
Brandon Marshall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Well,
have
Allen
100
Robinson.
catches.
Well, I'm sure he
Allen
was.
Rams came after.
Allen
Oh,
Rams
it's the
came
last time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
The Browns have never had a 100 catch season.
Mhm.
That can't be right. Josh Gordon. Didn't Josh Gordon have 100 receptions?
Let's find out.
I swear I thought Josh Gordon had 100 receptions in his like one good year. I may
No.
be wrong. He did not. It
He
had
had
to have been
80
up there.
His highest was 87 in 2013.
Wow.
Man,
I mean, he
thought
had
more
that
than
same year he had 1,600 yards, which is good.
which is outrageous.
Outrageous
For-
yards per catch, but
For 80 some receptions. Dang, that's crazy.
Wow.
I really would have
That's a
thought
cr-
it would have been Josh Allen.
That is a crazy
Or Josh
stat.
Allen. Josh Gordon.
I know some diehard Browns fans out there. Brandon Cohen, I'm looking at you. You ever listen to the pod? Holy cow. I bet you didn't probably know that. Or maybe you did, and that's probably why you're sad all the time.
This is insane. I got to throw this out there. Josh Gordon's yards per reception that
You did
year,
math, huh?
18.9.
Holy shit.
Wow.
18.9
Per reception?
per reception, and he had
I was trying to do the
almost
math in my head,
90
but-
receptions. He had
Wow.
1,646 yards.
They didn't have a 100-catch season. They didn't need to.
No, he didn't need to.
Crazy.
If you're getting 18 yards per catch, like shit, man.
Well, and that's the thing is like, I mean, that the hard part about that is like, you know, you have like Deshaun Jackson and all that stuff that were like these huge boom and bust guys, but like, I mean, 1,600 yards and averaging almost 19 yards a reception is bonkers.
Bonkers.
That is
Yeah,
bonkers.
absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. A little blast from the past. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is a good stat.
He had 100 doobies. That's accurate. Josh Gordon definitely had 100 doobies. That one is accurate.
We're gonna post that one up there. That's going up on the board.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy.
Oh, score check. It is still 14-3.
14-3.
We're still 8 minutes into the third, so it hasn't been
Yeah.
that long.
The
But
good
Packers
news is
are
the
driving.
score hasn't gotten worse. The Packers have
Right.
not
No.
continued.
It's very winnable. This is a very
They're
winnable
about to.
game.
They're
Absolutely.
about to.
Oh, they're about
First
to
and
score
goal
again?
now. Yeah,
Oh,
first
yeah.
and goal.
They're oh yeah.
First and goal at the 8, so it's
not
still.
Not if he goes back another 30 yards scrambling.
No, you're ahead of me, I think. But
oh, gotcha. But
he's ruining it for you. He's ruining it for you.
Sorry.
Well, is it good? We got anything else to cover? We're gonna go watch the rest of this. Watch the rest of the pack.
Memes?
Yeah, are there any more
no,
memes?
Memes are done.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that was it. Yeah,
There
that's all
were
I
some
got.
injury designations to keep an eye out on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go hit those real quick.
Yeah,
Malik Neighbors came up on the. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder. Go ahead.
Yep. No, go ahead.
No, that was the only one that I saw that was like. I mean, like there are a ton, and a lot worth talking about. But that was the first one. I was
made
like,
it
oh,
3
shit.
plays. Yeah, he's questionable with the dislocated shoulder. Brock Purdy's a big one.
Purdy, that's
Purdy came out. Yeah,
shoulder injury
turf toe
and turf toe.
Turf toe.
Right.
Shoulder and turf toe. So he's.
We're talking what 3 to 5 weeks.
2 to 5 weeks, something like
Okay.
that.
And Kittle's on the IR.
Kittle hit the IR with a hamstring injury, which that one's brutal because they've
That's
already
gonna
been
hurt.
having issues with the wide receiver room. Thankfully, Juwan Johnson's back, and he played great. So
Right.
week 1,
And then you lost Samuel,
great.
so
I was about to orchestrate a trade too. Like I'm glad I waited. So my QBs this year for my fantasy league are Burrow and Herbo, and Herbo had a hell of a game.
He did.
And I really don't want to be sitting there trying to just debate between those two every week. So I was about to
That's
put
a
Burrow
first
up
world
on the
problem to have, unless you have someone giving you willing to overpay for one of those assets. Don't get me wrong. If I'm you and I have Burrow and Herbert, I'm knocking on the door of.
two, and the pack this guy from the Packers. I forget his name.
Are you talking about tight end Kraft?
Kraft, yeah.
Yeah.
So Njoku has kind of been a little bit of an. He has a tendency to lay some eggs. I had him last year, and he's kind of feast or famine for me in the tight end perspective, and I wanted to kind of lock down my tight end. So I was thinking Kittle for Burrow was going to be my trade because I felt like that was pretty good value. I feel like they're both kind of like high second round picks.
Well, the hard thing with Njoku is, I mean, one, he was incredible last year, but two, they just drafted what's his name, Hannon, something like that, and he performed great. He had a decent game. So I think they've already kind of worked on his replacement. I don't think
they don't run 12 man over there either, right? They're just platooning them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're
because like that was the thing. Like I saw like last year,
like an older guy, so I think there's a lot of rotation period just for
and like I had him last year, and there was a lot of the times that when I was able to watch any of the Browns games, there was a lot of time he was just not in the play at all, and I'm like okay, but like he was pretty solid with touchdowns, but like most wide receivers, it's kind of feast or famine. You either score a touchdown or you don't, and that like kind of makes their point value. I feel like very. Unless you're top tier, you're not getting 15, 20 catches a game or something like like something crazy like that. It basically comes down to can your tight end get in the end zone or not.
Right. Well, Fannin is his name, by the way.
Fannin
came to me, but that was the thing. That was the hard part. Before it was always like if you don't get one of the top, 2 or 3 guys for a long time, it was like the difference between tight end 5 and tight end 15 is like a 1.5 a week.
Right.
So like, it wasn't worth it. But now you've got, I mean, now the tight end position has changed so much because a lot of teams keep multiple tight ends and they'll bring them in for different packages. And you have a lot of tight ends that are flat out just wide receivers in the tight end position. I mean, Brock Bowers is like that. I mean, he's not, he's tall, he's big, but he's not like he's not your go-to,
your prototypical tight end frame.
Right. Loveland, same way.
Right. Kittle is a hellacious blocker. But I think he just likes punishing people, and he also just happens to have great hands. So.
Right.
But
any other injuries?
And Lord of the Rings tattoos.
And Lord of the Rings tattoos. That's true.
Yeah. And he's basically one generation removed from the trailer park, so I think that gives him the
dude. That's his authentic self. That's
with that. I love that dude. That dude's great. Yeah.
So
Absolutely,
speaking of tight ends, Brock Bauer was another big injury that people are kind of keeping an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
It was a knee injury. He left the game. He didn't come back. He said he could have come back. He wanted to, but they're like, no, like there's no reason to bring you back in. So he's questionable. We haven't heard like a definitive timeline or anything like that, but something
sounds like a sprain.
Because it's a knee. So I mean, you always have to be, especially with your star, basically the best receiving option on that offense. Like, you got something to keep an eye on for sure. Because if you've got him, you drafted him in probably the 3rd or 4th round in your league. So that's a big investment.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think
what else?
so.
Yeah, any other injuries? Yeah.
I mean, I think those are the big ones. Obviously, there's some like still more questionables and stuff like that. But I think throughout the podcast, we tripped on most of them.
Good deal.
Yeah,
right on, fellas. Right on.
Well, this is a good pod, man.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. Haven't laughed like that in a while. I needed it. And on a day of, on 9/11 and all that stuff, all this down stuff that's been going on outside of the pod, it's good to have a good laugh. Felt good.
Much needed today for sure.
Right, exactly.
I picked a horrible time to not look at the list because every cough is like daggers in my throat. Worth it.
Right.
Worth it. My green tea ran out about 30 minutes ago and I'm starting to feel it.
There you go.
That's nice.
There you go. Well, on that note then.
We'll close it out, guys. Yeah.
Close it out, watch the rest of the game and hope for our Commanders Jaden Daniels can find
let's
find the spark.
Get some yardage here. Get some yardage, get in the end zone, get this 4-leg parlay hit.
I'll be watching that parlay like a hawk, yeah. And
we
go ahead. I think we're going.
I was gonna say, as a side note, we're trying to get Dustin, the guy who gives us the picks from Beers, Balls, and Bets. We're trying to get him on the program. He's awesome. We got a chance to talk with him last night just to kind of meet him and hang out and stuff. You guys are gonna love him. So hopefully, as advertised, exactly. So hopefully next week we can get him on the pod and live with us, and he can kind of talk you through how he comes up with some of these picks because it's absolutely fascinating. The dude
he's got a Rolodex of statistics that he just pulls out,
he thinks on a way different level than most people do when it comes to sports betting, which is why people pay money to hear,
and he ain't shy about giving away his picks. So
right, yeah. So
gold.
Right,
he's not exactly. So you guys consider yourselves lucky if you hang out with us and watch. We'll get some picks from him every now and then, and we'll keep posting them on the site. And when that does happen, we'll give you all the socials to throw him some love. Thank you guys for throwing love at us. We appreciate you every week for joining. It's been great. We're gonna sign off now and catch the last bit of the game.
Yeah,
but we'll be right back here next Thursday.
And happy birthday to Andy's son Nikki.
My son Nick.
There we go.
His birthday today.
Happy birthday, Nikki.
So yeah.
If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, comments. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Take care.